Wednesday edition. This is the Vype Live Network, and tonight another hour and a half of nonstop honking of the Cedar Park football horn. I'm the V of the T, Brad Cohn. It's our 12th show of the season. 166 show overall in 12-plus seasons, spread out over 14 years now. 8 venues. We're at Taco Palenque, just west of the intersection of Cypress Creek Road and La Caline. We'll be on the air here until about 8 o'clock or so. Come on down and join us. Get some great Mexican food while you're at it. With me tonight from The Ohio University, the man from Athens, Ohio, twirling the knobs and shifting the levers that control the fire fountains and the big green head, keeping our bags full of hot air from exploding like the Hindenburg. The chief engineer of this enterprise, Cecil Kokenauer.
Thanks, Brad. Great to be here tonight. Really looking forward to recapping this game last week. It was freaking exciting, and man, what a week for Cedar Park.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We have a recap for this week, one of the more eventful weeks in a long time for this campus. All right, Linda Salvo is our quality assurance agent tonight, closely and diligently monitoring the broadcast from that super-secret, high-tech, low-maintenance, ultra-modern, technically advanced, stealthily cloaked pinnacle of online broadcast technology and bulwark of artificial intelligence that is the Vype Studios, making sure we don't sound like a wildebeest with a rectal infection. Our guests tonight are the cheer captains. They'll be coming on at the top of the hour. This year's Booster Club sponsors, Taco Palenque, Move Smart Pros, Raising Cane's, Army Ant Moving, UPAC We Plan, Leander Veterinary Clinic, Natalie's Donuts, Clint Horman's All City Real Estate, Smooth Operator RN, Strive Health Services, Text US Realty, Bush's Chicken, Dr. Mo and the Chirofit Wellness Center, CPYFA, CTX Sports, Glow Gal Salon, and Sensi Independent Consultant Lindsay Bates, who's also an official team photographer. Cedar Park Football thanks all of these local businesses for their generosity. Here's what's on the menu for tonight's show. We'll have a recap, as we said a moment ago, one of the best weeks in Cedar Park high school history. Our latest state of the program all-time one-loss record update. A look at last Friday's monumental win over Georgetown. A glance at that game's effect on our school record book. A review of other scores in upcoming games to other 8-5A teams. We'll look at how former players and coaches' teams did last week. I'll have some thoughts about Veterans Day, which was yesterday. Then we'll bring on tonight's guests, the cheer captains. After that, we'll play a fun trivia game with the captains. The captains, yeah. And finally, a preview of our first-round playoff game coming Friday night against the Tyler Lions. But we'll start out the evening, as we always do, with a trivia question. This one's for Cecil. So, Cecil?
Yeah.
You might know this one. You might not. I'm guessing that you do. Which NFL teams have never played in the Super Bowl?
Never in the Super Bowl, NFL teams. Okay.
Not just never won.
Never played in.
Like the Titans never won, but they played in it,
right.
So they're not on this list. Who's
Well, it's funny that you say the Titans because who they were before did not go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
The Houston Oilers.
That's true.
I'm sorry.
Well, let's go current NFL
The
teams.
Texans.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right.
That's what I meant to say.
Because the old Cleveland Browns have been as the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. But the new Cleveland Browns, the current Cleveland Browns, have not.
Have not. You're right. That's one of them. 3 more.
So there's 3 more?
Yep.
The Detroit Lions have not gone.
Yes. 2 more.
The Jaguars?
That's right. 1 more.
Oh, man. I might not get that one.
And you'll hate yourself when you hear who it is if you don't get it.
Who did I say? I said Lions. I said Browns. I said Jaguars and Texans.
You haven't said Texans. Are you saying Texans?
Houston Texans.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
$1 trillion.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, right. Not too many people have $1 trillion.
Oh, no. You might need to get that thing stitched up.
Got that thing at a garage sale like 20 years ago. I don't want that lamp table, but I'll take that $1 trillion bill. He made $5 out of it.
They went, with Cam Newton.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. A lot going on this time of year. Like we said before, it's been a very busy week On Monday afternoon, out at J. Sevier Field at Matt Ariano Park, Josh and I worked with Vype administrator Merle Bertrand to test out some of the required hardware and software that Josh and I will be using this coming spring broadcasting Cedar Park baseball. New this coming season will be not only adding Josh to the broadcast, that'll be good, but also we'll be using a multi-camera setup. You won't be getting only the view from above and behind the plate where we're always stationed. We'll also have a camera mounted in the upper inner corner of the Cedar Park dugout, looking out at the infield, and we'll be able to quickly cut back and forth between those two cameras, being able to show you action in the infield from a different angle. Looking forward to both of those developments. Last night at the Timberdome, we saw the first home basketball action of the season. The women's team had beaten 6A Westwood by 8 points on the road last week. And Tuesday night, they tamed the defending District 17 5A champions A&M Consolidated Tigers by a 42-29 score. So
nice.
They've started off the 25-26 campaign 2-0. They got a brand new head coach this season, and J.C. Morton. She's only like 25 years old. She was playing college basketball as late as 2022. And this was her first game in the Timberdome, and I was quite happy to get behind the mic again there as the arena voice for Timberwolf Hoops. Jayla Green and Anna Briner, veterans from last year's 29-8 team that made the regional finals, were the leading scorers last night. After the game, J.C. Morton accepted my offer to have her and some of her players on with us here on Timberwolf Night in America next week from tonight. Also be a Wednesday show, so that's Cedar Park Women's Hoops here on the show 1 week from tonight. In other CPHS sports news, the volleyball team yesterday won their regional final against 25-5A rival and top 10 team ranked Liberty Hill to advance to the state tournament for the second consecutive season. This was the third time the team had beaten Liberty Hill this year. That feels good. They faced Friendswood on Saturday in the state semifinals in the Merrill Center in Katy. Win that one, and they're in the state championship match for the second straight season. This year, that'll be played at the Curtis Colwell Center in Garland the next weekend. And in more CPHS news, the Best Damn Band in the Land won their 7th consecutive state marching band championship, 9th overall yesterday in the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. None of you who've seen their shows at halftime through this season are the least surprised at that. It turns out LISD is the mecca for this endeavor statewide. Cedar Park won it all. Rouse finished second. Leander finished sixth. So 3 of the top 6 5A marching bands in Texas are right here. The school district is going to start seeing musicians moving in.
It's dynastic, man.
It is. And, of course, we're here tonight doing the show with the cheer captains. And tomorrow morning I show up in the Media Classes TV studio to appear with Kira Cox and Gus Mountjoy on the Wolfcast Sports segment, which is now turned into a weekly deal for us. And Friday night, the week gets capped off by Timberwolf football at the Gup against Tyler in the first round of the playoffs. I love this time of the year.
It is the best time of the year, and I am devastated I can't make it to that game.
Oh, I know. We're devastated you can't either. Josh is going to have some different help doing what Cecil does normally, and there's no way he's going to be good at it as Cecil is. We just hope he doesn't screw up.
Yeah, he's got big shoes to fill.
He does. What size do you wear?
My size.
All right. Yeah, you know, this is when I am busiest because I do the show. Mm-hmm. We do the football games for Cedar Park. I do basketball, and both boys and girls are starting up. I do this Wolfcast thing now with Kira and Gus, and I do Arena Voice at Concordia for men's and women's. I got like 7 things going on each week simultaneously. Yeah. It only lasts a little while until some of it starts falling off. But
and you're retired.
I'm really busy, and I'm retired. But that's why I can do it all. I don't have a job. This is my job. And I'm going to be really busy Saturday because I just found out that Concordia hosts this big high school basketball tournament where the coach, he invites teams, but he's got kids on that he's recruiting. So it's just a way to kind of do that. So I'm going to be calling as the arena voice at Concordia 5 high school basketball games Saturday between noon and about 7:30. So, yeah,
busy
I'm pretty
day.
busy. Now, we're going to have an episode of this show prior to each game the team plays this year, the football team. But, of course, we don't yet know how many that'll turn out to be. The final show will be early in the week after the last game they play, wrapping up the season. Guests for these playoff shows will be outside the football program, such as the cheer captains tonight and the women's basketball team next week. I'm thinking if we still have a show 2 weeks from tonight, I might invite state championship women's soccer team.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, let's get them on here.
Sounds like a great time.
All right, Cecil's now going to give us our state of the program update.
Okay, after our thorough thrashing of the Georgetown Eagles,
I like that alliteration.
Got some updates to the record book here. All-time overall record is 234 wins to 96 losses.
It's going to be hard to get to 300 wins before we get to 100 losses.
Yeah, for real. All-time district record, 129 and 42. All-time visitor record is 92 and 43. All-time record on the road. We dominate on the road.
Yeah.
123 and to 59 losses.
That's winning better than 2 out of every 3.
Yeah, that's great.
On the road.
In November, our all-time record is 58 wins and 20 losses. And our all-time record versus top 10 teams is 27 and 17. That's a great one to increase.
You can sit there and just ruminate on every one of those records and wonder if you can find another school within 100 miles that is doing that well in those categories.
I'm going to venture to say that you cannot.
I probably agree with you. All right, now a review of the 60-52 win. That wasn't a basketball game over the Georgetown Eagles. This game was a very definition of not as close as the score indicates. Georgetown got 25 and 37 yards in the first 2 plays they ran, and that amounted to 17% of their total offense for the entire night on their first 2 plays. Between that point and the end of the game, Timberwolves outscored the Eagles' offense by 4 touchdowns and outgained them by 252 yards. Trey Hill ran for 246 yards and 4 touchdowns, had 1 receiving score to knock the game up on the last play before halftime. David Cooper had 300 yards of total offense. Weston Kendrick got a critical interception. Cedar Park made 5 2-point conversions. Cedar Park is now 16-3 against Georgetown all time. Georgetown's tied with Leander as the program Cedar Park has beaten the most, by the way. On the road, Cedar Park is 5-1 against the Eagles at New Birkelbach. 2-1 against them at Old Birkelbach for a 7-2 total record in games played in Georgetown. Cedar Park's now 11-1 all-time in that stadium with 5 wins over Georgetown, 3 over Eastview, 2 over Kerrville-Tivy, and 1 over Manor. Those last 2 opponents having been involved in neutral site playoff games there. The win puts both Cedar Park and Georgetown atop the final district standings at 6-1. But, and I have a big but right here, but the tiebreaker is owned by the Timberwolves with Friday night's victory. They get the number 1 playoff seed, and according to the etiquette, they do not have to call themselves co-champions, as Georgetown is obligated to do. Cedar Park has now won 13 district football championships in 26 years of UIL district competition. Exactly half of the district campaigns they've ever conducted, they have won. Georgetown was ranked number 10, making Cedar Park's all-time record against top 10 teams, 27-17, and its all-time record against any ranked teams, 41-19.
Man, that's fantastic.
It's amazing. Now, this game had me worried in the first half.
Yeah.
You know, we couldn't stop Jet Walker.
No.
They kept holding their serve. We seemed to be holding our serve. But that last play.
The last play of the half.
The pass to Trey up the near sideline and into the arc. For that diving touchdown, and then they go for 2 and make it with no time on the clock.
It changed everything.
It did.
It changed everything.
You could just see Georgetown go from this to.
Oh man, here we go again.
This, yeah.
It was great, man. Going into the game, one of the things we had talked about previously was Georgetown. They did have a hard time keeping opponents from scoring all season, and that
60,
and that showed on Friday night. They were banking on scoring more than the allowed from the other team. So they ran into a buzzsaw with Cedar Park's defense. I mean, they really came out to play, and they did a fabulous job locking down those two pretty stud players.
Yeah, Jet Walker, I think he only ended up with something like 38 yards in the second half and no scores and only 1 first down run. I mean, the defense, as they have done for this last month or so, they did okay in the first half, but they really made adjustments at halftime that tightened down the game defensively in the second half.
It really did. And Cooper having 300 total yards of offense. I mean, his legs became a a super weapon in that game on Friday, and it's an excellent adjustment made by the coaches to start calling those plays to use him for those read options and letting him pull the ball and take off with his legs. He was seeing the field so well.
Yep, making good choices. You know, as well as Trey did, and it's very well, 246 and 4 scores. The leading rusher in average yards per carry in that game wasn't him. It was Cooper.
It was Cooper.
By about a half a yard a carry.
Yeah. And I'm sure Trey's just fine with that.
Yeah, just fine with that. Just win, baby. All right, now let's take a look at that game's effect on our school record book. It's something that I keep as well for the coaches. We'll start, just to get it out of our palate, we'll start with the bad stuff. Sometimes this can be pretty bad. The 180 rushing yards by Jet Walker were the 18th most ever against a Cedar Park defense. We've played, 330 games. The 23 first downs by Georgetown tie Huntsville for the most against our defense this season. However, both games were road wins over ranked opponents, so okay. The 31.5 opposition points per game in 2025 now is the second worst in school history. Last year we gave up 32.5. So that's something that still needs to be fixed. The 52 points allowed. Georgetown ties the Harker Heights game for the 5th most points Cedar Park has ever allowed in one game. So 2 of the top 5 we've ever allowed
for this season.
But it is also the only time in school history where the opponent scored 50 or more points and Cedar Park won. In all of Cedar Park football history, the Timberwolves have allowed 7 kickoffs returned for a touchdown. That's 26 years. 2 of them occurred in this game. Only time that's ever happened. And 4 of them have occurred this season.
Oh, man.
Yeah. 4 out of 7 ever have happened to us this season.
Yeah.
Something has to be done about that. All right. So much for the bad. We got that out of the way.
Flush that.
It's all real and true. We got to face that stuff, but now the good stuff. No turnovers for Cedar Park in this game. In fact, they've only turned it over 9 times all season. 4 of those were in the season opener. So only 5 turnovers in the last 9 games.
Yeah, that's great. Ball security.
Second half control of this game was so good that quarterback Cooper only threw 1 pass after halftime, and it was a 12-yard completion. I believe it was on a 4th down.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the last incomplete pass of the game for Cedar Park occurred early in the second quarter.
I mean,
wow.
To be able to beat a team down with strictly the running game, like you don't get to win football games being one-dimensional.
Right.
Yeah, we did. That happened.
We're running so well, both of them.
It's
both
crazy.
Cooper and Trey, they were running so well. Cooper's 300 yards total offense, that you mentioned earlier, his second most this season and the third most of his career. Cooper's 10-yard touchdown run, on that run, in the first quarter, he surpassed 1,000 career rushing yards for a quarterback. Not too bad.
Not bad at all.
Now with 5,101 yards of career total offense, Cooper jumps over Aiden Arp for 5th in program history, trailing only Brian Hogan, Nate Grimm, Max Sexton, and Ryder Hernandez.
Man, that is that's Mount
Hall
Rushmore
of
QB
Fame
right there.
Yeah. On Trey Hill's 14-yard touchdown run early in the fourth quarter, he surpassed 4,000 yards of career total offense. Now with 4,097, he's at 9th on the all-time list. He's really close to like 5 or 6 guys. He has another 200-plus game. He's going to jump to like the 5th on that list.
Do you have that on here?
I don't know that I have that on here.
No, his 200-yard games. He has 5 of them this year.
Oh, he's got 6.
6.
Yeah, I think I say that.
Okay, sorry. Got ahead of myself.
Cooper's first pass completion in the playoffs will be the 300th of his career. Pardon me, got something in my throat there. Cooper's 75% completion rate on 9 for 12 in that game was the 28th most accurate passing night in Cedar Park history. Cooper now owns 8 of the top 28 most accurate passing performances, with 5 of them coming this season.
Man.
All right, this was the 20th time Cooper's thrown for 100-plus passing yards in his career. Only Max Sexton and Ryder Hernandez have done that more. Trey's 246 rushing yards, the 10th most in one game in Cedar Park history and the most in his career. I apologize for the cough. I got something in my throat I can't get out. Achieving his 8th 200-plus rushing game becomes the first of Quentin Smith's school records that Trey has surpassed. Quentin only had 7. He did 2 last year. He's got 6 this year. Hill has now surpassed 200 rushing yards, 6 of the last 8 games. On his final carry of the night, a 43-yard touchdown run. Hill passed 1,700 rushing yards on the season. He now has 1,703, jumping him from the 9th best rushing season ever at Cedar Park to the 4th on that one run. He is only 58 yards away from moving into second, 194 yards away from having the best single-season rushing performance in Cedar Park history. That could fall this week. Tyler gives up a lot of yards.
Yeah, it really could. And that 43-yard touchdown run was on 4th down.
Yeah.
That was a 4th down run that just...
That's like the play of the season. I think we called it that up there.
Amazing.
Now with 3,737 career rushing yards, Hill is only 197 yards away from catching Brian Hogan for second all-time, 708 shy of Quentin Smith's all-time record of 4,445, which for years looked to me absolutely untouchable. But if Cedar Park can go 3 rounds or more in the postseason and Trey keeps running like he is, this one could fall too. Hill's 31 carries were the 6th most ever for one player in one game at Cedar Park and the 2nd most in Hill's career. Georgetown appears to be particularly vulnerable to good Cedar Park running backs. 4 of the top 6 individual rushing performances ever for a Cedar Park back have come against Georgetown.
And there's not a better opponent for it to happen to. You kidding me?
Yeah. All right, even with all these rushing superlatives for Trey Hill, the team's leading rusher, I think I said this one, from a yards per carry perspective, David Cooper, 7.43, Trey, 7.34.
Close.
Jamal Porter's 88 receiving yards pushed him to 1138 for his career, climbing from 11th in school history all the way up to 6th, passing Brandon Breed, Jack Hystera, Carter Wohl, Gavin Chapa, and Jack Grimm.
I mean, that's Mount Rushmore, Cedar Park wideouts.
Wideout Hall of Fame, yeah. Porter has 559 receiving yards in the season, the 23rd best in Cedar Park history for a season. He's only 20 yards away from passing 4 more people on that list. Braden Johns now has 488 career receiving yards, pushing him up from 28th to 24th on the list. This was the 15th time that a Cedar Park team produced 8 offensive touchdowns.
Oh, man.
Gosh, we've done that 15 times. The Timberwolves went 5 for 5 on 2-point conversions. Both of these marks are the most attempted and the most converted in a single game in program history. Yeah,
that's fabulous, man. And I love the aggressiveness and the trust that Coach has in the boys and punching it in from there. And, I mean, they couldn't stop it.
They couldn't stop it. The 571 yards of team total offense were the 2nd highest this season, 9th highest in school history. The 417 team rushing yards is the 13th most in program history. 417 for the team. Team 707. Oh, this is a good one. I got to do that again. The team's 772 rushing yards in consecutive games, that's Leander and then Georgetown, are the 2nd most in program history. 772 on the ground in 2 games in a row. The 60 points are the most Cedar Park has ever scored against Georgetown and the 13th most we've scored in program history. At 43.8 points per game, this team is now the 3rd highest scoring team in program history. 2015, a state championship team, was 45.8. 2020, went to the state championship game, was 51.1. Those are the only teams ahead of them.
That's an interesting stat.
Yeah. The team's one and only punt in the middle of the 2nd quarter was the first Cedar Park punt and now the only Cedar Park punt in the last 3 games. They've never done that before. Cedar Park has never lost a game when scoring 50 or more points, and their record is 47-0. We've scored over 50 or more 47 times, won every single one of those games.
That's guaranteed dub at that score level, score mark.
You know, and it better be, right?
Yeah.
Cedar Park won for the first time ever when allowing 50 or more points. We are 1-8 now, and we have given up 50 or more.
Yeah.
All right, here's Cecil now with scores from the general Austin area.
All right, some from around the area. We got a Harker Heights versus Temple last Friday. It was Harker Heights came out on top of that one, 24-14. I killed your mic, Brett. Lake Travis over Austin High, 40-14. LBJ best Austin Eastside, 58-6. Cibolo Steel over Buda Johnson, 42-7. Vista Ridge beats Westwood, 38-34. Vandy over Round Rock, 23-17. Hutto over McNeil, 52-49. Cool one right here. Dripping Springs They stepped up. They stepped up and took out Westlake 45-35.
That's terrific.
Yeah, we'll take that. Liberty Hill over Bastrop, 42-14.
Kind of a surprise it was that much. I think people weren't surprised Liberty Hill beat Bastrop, although they're undefeated ranked 8th. They haven't played anybody.
Yeah.
But by that margin, it's pretty impressive.
Lago Vista, they win over Wimberley 21-17. There's our one of our crazy big scores for the week.
Yeah.
Connolly 65, Pflugerville over 26. Been seeing those a lot this season. And Weiss beats Anderson 28-7.
And Anderson was a top 10 team too, undefeated. But again, in that Austin Independent School District League where, like we said before, the three of us and 8 nuns could beat most of those teams.
And that Weiss squad's, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're good.
They're pretty good. And from 8-5A, our district, Lake Belton beat Chaparral 53-20. Eastview put it to Leander 50-13. Rouse over Glenn 55-40. But I mean that's some good scoring from Glenn right there.
Yeah, all the winning teams in our district. Here are the scores, the number of points for the 4 teams that won district games this week. 50, 53, 55, 60.
See, yeah, man.
Nobody's allowed to tackle in our league, I guess. So now here's the final 8-5A standings. Cedar Park on top at 7-3 and 6-1. Georgetown gets to say they're co-champs, also 6-1, but we beat them, so we're the number 1 seed, and we are actually the district champs. Eastview is at 5-2. Lake Belton 4-3. They edged out Rouse because Lake Belton beat Rouse for the 4th playoff spot. Rouse also finished 4th and 3. But 4th and 3, that's a play, isn't it? 4 and 3. But, yeah, they're out of the playoff money. And so are Leander, Glenn, Chaparral, who only had 3 wins between them and 18 losses. So here are the playoff games this week for 8-5A teams. Cedar Park versus Tyler, who is 4-6 and 3-3. Georgetown, they're hosting Burleson Centennial, who's also 4-6 and 3-3. Eastview travels to Midlothian, who is 7-3 and 4-2. Lake Belton travels to Dallas to play Highland Park. They're 9-1, 6-0, and they will smoke Lake Belton.
Yeah.
All right, Josh is not here, but Cecil's going to tell you about our coaches and former players who have now got head coaching jobs at other schools around the area and how they did last week.
All right, lifetime Timberwolf and former Baylor Bear, current brother of Brad Willard. Brad Willard, I'm sorry. He's the brother of Josh Willard.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I had Josh saying this originally. I didn't rewrite it, yeah.
He's the head coach over at Liberty ILO. They beat Sabine 56-0 and won 3 straight to close the regular season at 5-5 overall, 4-2 in district. Good for 3rd place and a playoff slot against 7-3 Malakoff tomorrow night. Where's Malakoff?
That's a good question. I've heard of the town before. They got to be up there in the Northeast if they're a by-district game against Liberty ILO.
Might have good cocktails up there.
Yeah, they might, yeah.
Malakoff cocktails.
There's got to be a local bar that has that drink, right?
Yeah.
Malakoff cocktail.
Former head coach Chris Ross is the current offensive coordinator and assistant head coach at Stephen F. Austin State University. They have not lost since September 6th and have won 8 in a row. They sit at 8-2 overall, 6-0 in the Southland Conference. Southeast Louisiana lost last week, so the Lumberjacks are now all alone for first place with 2 games to play. They host Lamar on Saturday.
I'd be surprised if they don't win the Southland.
Yeah.
Good for Chris.
Yeah, excellent stuff there. Our former O-line coach Brandon Schmidt is at A&M Consolidated. They beat Lockhart last week, 49-22, and finished the regular season 8-2 overall, 7-1 in district for 2nd place. They play our former head coach Joe Willis Crosby team in the first round of the playoffs in Bryan.
Interesting.
So yeah, I'm sure they probably talk on the phone a lot, but they'll be able to see each other face to face in that game. Former quarterbacks coach of ours is Tyler Moore. He's the head coach at Prosper. They're ranked number 7 in 6A, and last week the Eagles beat Plano West 62-28. They're now 9-1 overall, 7-1 in district, finishing 2nd to the only team that's beaten them. That'd be 2nd-ranked Allen, and they host 6-4 Hebron.
Hebron, I think.
Hebron,
yeah.
in the first round. I should know that they changed that up.
Of course. It's a Texas town. They're not going to say it the way it should.
Another former quarterbacks coach at Cedar Park is Nick Rogers. He's the head coach at San Antonio Piper. His Warriors fell to Bernie Champion last week, 51-44, and finished 6-4 overall, 5-2 in district, good for third place. They visit 9-1 San Antonio J in the first round.
And good luck to them because that's a tough team.
As we mentioned before, former Cedar Park State Championship head coach Joe Willis is the head coach at Crosby. They fell to Angleton 31-7, finishing 5-5 overall, 5-2 in district for third place. Mentioned a moment ago, they will travel to face Brandon Schmidt's A&M Consolidated Tigers Friday night in Bryan. And our guy, Carl Absek, who led us to 2 state title games with a win in 2015, now leads the Lufkin Panthers. They beat Galveston Ball 52-14 last week. Lufkin is now 7-3 overall and 4-2 in district, finishing third place. They go on the road to Houston this week to face a very tough opponent in 9-1 Spring Westbury in the first round.
All right. Now, in this spot, in the last few weeks, I've given you some words for contemplation, former coaches and players that we have tragically lost, a nostalgic look at the football voyages of our seniors, and then last week some fun stories about a frightening human being that was my high school coach. This week, it's kind of Veterans Day week, but we're far enough behind in the broadcast that I'm going to eschew, you don't get to use that word very often.
That's a good word.
That commentary, and we're going to go straight to our break and come back with our guests in just a moment, so we'll be back in a few moments. This is Timberwolf Night in America on the Vype Live Network, live from Taco Palenque in Cedar Park.
Introducing Kyle Foppe and broker Topher Rogers, your Move Smart Pros real estate team. Kyle and Topher are Cedar Park residents and local real estate experts. Move Smart helps neighbors get the most from the sale of their home through a smooth transition and help home buyers find their next home at the right price. More than just helping you buy or sell, they help you make smart real estate decisions to achieve your short and long-term goals. Look them up online at MoveSmartPros.com.
Welcome to Taco Palenque, where the magic happens at this very moment, and especially for you. We know fresh food simply tastes better. That's why we start cooking your meal at the exact moment you place your order. For us, your order is not just another number. It's as unique and special as you are. Enjoy your meal. Taco Palenque, food in real time.
Life moves fast, but the memories are worth keeping forever. Whether it's your high school senior getting ready to graduate or your family gathering together for the holidays, now is the perfect time to capture those moments. Lindsay Bates is one of our talented photographers who volunteers to capture the Cedar Park football team's games each week and has a blast doing it. She brings that same passion and care to every senior and family photo session. With Lindsay Bates, every session is fun, relaxed, and all about you. From stunning senior portraits to timeless family photos, you'll have images that you'll treasure for a lifetime. Book your session today, and let's create memories you'll be proud to share. Hang on your walls and pass down for generations. Text Lindsay at 512-826-5352.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Lindsay Bates has been sharing Cincy in Cedar Park for the past 19 years, connecting with so many of you and filling your lives and homes with fragrance. If it's been a while since you've used Cincy, or if this is your first time hearing about it, Lindsay is ready to help scent your home, car, office, gym bag, and more. Cincy makes it easy to fill every space with scent you'll love. Create moments, spark memories, and turn your house into a home that welcomes everyone in. Cincy with Lindsay Bates, filling homes with fragrance, memories, and Timberwolf pride. Discover your favorite fragrance today at ilovewickless.com. That's ilovewickless.com. Filling your life with fragrance, one scent at a time.
See, we got the cheerleaders doing the pom-pom shake for the song that they're used to doing. All right. Now, did she demand that you know the words of the fight song too? Or was it, oh, you knew those. Okay, all right. They were telling me before we got started that Natera King, the sponsor of the cheer squad, forced them to learn all the words to the school song, which everybody only knows the last few words, forever, Cedar Park, but they got quizzed on it, right? All right, sounds fun. Here's our cheer captains. You know, speaking of student organizations in Cedar Park High School that's got a history of success, this crew has a legacy of success, a couple of UIL state championships and an NCAA national championship. We'll start with you. Okay, go ahead and put the mic up. Tell everybody what your name is, your class.
My name is Sophia Stribby.
Oh, hold it. Do it again. We got that turned down. There we go. Now do it.
My name is Sophia Stribby, and I'm class of 2026.
So you are a junior.
I'm a senior.
Oh, excuse me. You see, I'm living in the past already. So, and I think what messed me up is I started thinking I've mispronounced your name. I've just been saying Struve when I announced
It's
you.
okay. Everyone does it.
But Struve is what
it
you want,
is
right?
Struvey,
Okay.
yes.
Well, for
It's
Friday
okay.
night,
We got
you're
one more
gonna
game.
Get it
Yeah,
right.
final
You
game.
gotta get it right
Struvey.
this time.
So tell us a little bit. We know about the UIL and the state cheer competition. Won it twice. Not so many people know of the NCAA, not NCAA, NCAA National Championship you won. Where does that happen, and what does NCAA stand for?
NCAA stands for National Cheer Association, but the year that we won, I believe, was our last year going to that, because you can pick between NCAA or UCA.
Oh,
and
okay.
so we've lately been going to UCA Nationals, which is in Orlando, Florida, at ESPN.
So where was NCAA?
NCAA was in Dallas.
Oh, okay. I mean, Cleveland or something.
Yes.
Well, no wonder you're going.
Yeah, we're going to go to Florida.
Go to Florida. Go to Disney World. Yeah, that's right. So how long have you been cheering?
I've been cheering for, I want to say, 8 years, and before that I did gymnastics.
Oh, cool. So you're one of the flippers and twirlers and rollers.
I do flip and twirl, yeah.
Now, do you all do any of these pyramid formations? We don't see a lot of that because we're watching the game most of the time.
Yeah.
You do the pyramid stuff? Are you one of the people who climbs to the top?
I am not one of the people that climbs to the top. I'm definitely holding them up, but
all right. So you're a
during
base, right?
Yes, during timeouts and stuff, we have like certain pyramids with like names like Paper Dolls, TCU. They have like names that everyone kind of just, if we say them, they know exactly what pyramid we're talking
it's like
about.
the name of a play for the football
Yes,
team,
it is
right.
kind of like a name of a play.
I had my middle daughter. I had 3 daughters. My middle daughter, Allison, she was a cheerleader for Cedar Park, just like you all.
Oh,
She's
cool.
in the class of 03, so she's
a
40-something
few
now.
decades before us.
I'm an old man now. So what is your favorite aspect of being on the cheer squad?
I love the friendships it gives you. Just being in cheer, like, just like any sport, you kind of become bonded with the people because they understand things that a lot of people on the outside who are not in your sport kind of understand. And so I just really love the teammates and the bond that we have. And like we go on all these trips together and competitions, we stay together. And so you get really close. And a lot of these relationships will last outside of high school.
Yeah, usually you stay with the same roommate when you go out of town?
Yes, we have like assigned rooms and we'll stay like kind of all on the same floor.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really fun.
All right, Sophia, give the mic next door and we'll have you, Haley, give your name and first and last name and your class and all that.
All right. Okay, so hi, I'm Haley Morris, and I'm class of 2027.
So you are a junior.
I'm a junior, yes.
And you're a flyer, apparently.
I'm a flyer. I'm the one that gets tossed, yes.
So how fun is that?
It's fun. I've definitely gotten used to it. I've been cheering for 7 years now. 6 or 7 years, yeah. And no, I'm serious. And honestly, I've gotten like really used to different people like throwing me up in the air, because you kind of have to adjust to switching in and out with people. It's not always going to be the same consistent group. You have to kind of
work into some trust for this too, right?
Yeah, you kind of have to already have that trust with people. You can't just like kind of build it over time. Like you have to be willing to try new things. So yeah, it's really fun. I enjoy it because I don't think I could be a bass. Seems too hard. Seems too hard.
My daughter she started kind of light and was a flyer and was still growing and ended up as a bass because she got bigger than they wanted to throw around anymore. You got any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to my coaches, Coach King and Sarkeesian, and the senior captains, because I feel like even through my freshman year, they were kind of just like always there to help out. Like they're always kind of like a big part of like our friendships and stuff. They give good tips and tricks to like help me become better.
And before we go on with you, hand her the mic again. We want to give her a chance to give shout outs to anybody that she can think of.
I would give a shout out to honestly all of the upperclassmen. I feel like juniors and seniors on our team are really good examples for the sophomores and freshmen on our team, and we have a really big junior class. Like their class is huge, and our senior class is only 7. And so I feel like we have a lot of experience together, and a lot of them have been on our comp team since they were freshmen. And so I feel like we have a lot of very good examples in our upperclassmen.
And Haley, so what do you do when there's like there's no school, nothing to jump and bounce around for during the summer? You still cheer with the organization, or?
I did do all-star cheer. That's like the club outside of school cheer. I took a season off because it's my junior year. I'm trying to focus on like school more, trying to get all my classes done because it is a lot of stress on top of everything. But it is something that is super fun. But a lot of people on our team go to a gym. It's Tumble Tech. And they have like open gyms or like classes you can take. And if you want to work on things, it's so open and free to go. Like you can go and just practice on your tumbling, get a group together and stunt there. It's just like a good like practice area. So like I would say that's where I would go most of the time. I've also been there since the gym has basically opened. So it's like, I just feel like it's kind of like a safe place for many people.
Tumble Tech vet, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. What's your favorite class you're taking in school right now?
Definitely AP US History.
Oh!
I really like that class.
History's awesome.
That is the matter to which I refer.
Yes.
I'm a history buff myself.
Yeah, I find it really interesting to learn about other things.
You know, a history teacher of mine in high school once said, okay, all that other stuff's cool. You got to know math. You got to know how to put a sentence together. You got to know science.
Yeah.
But this class is learning what everybody did once they learned all that and had all those skills. That's what they did with it.
Yes.
And I thought, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which class do you hate?
Man, AP Environmental Science.
Are your classes AP?
Just 3 of them.
Just 3?
Yeah, but I very much dislike that class.
What is it about it you don't like?
It's just the workload in that class is very like, it's a lot. So
they
like
didn't make you go out and clean up the campus or anything, did they?
No, definitely not. But it's like 3 minimum. It's minimum of 3 assignments per class, and there's a lab every class. So it's like just kind of something that I always have to like have homework for, and I always have to remember to do like the little things for that class. So, yeah.
All right. Hey, so going back to, I'm sorry, back to Sophia real quick. Because you're a senior, I just want to ask you this question because you're a senior. What are your plans for after? Are you going to go cheer somewhere else? It's okay if no.
It's okay not to have plans.
I definitely wanted to for a long time. And at Baylor, I had like this little thing set up with the coach, and I got a fast pass to their finals of tryouts. But I'm not sure if just Baylor is for me. And so I think the only other school I would consider cheering at is Texas, but their acceptance rate is really low. And so I think my tumbling coach is going to make me try out there anyways. And if I make it, he's going to try and have them pull me into the school. But that's really difficult to do. So
if you make it, you might get to meet Matthew McConaughey.
I might. That would be great.
Or Arch.
Yeah.
That would also be great.
Yeah.
McConaughey is really short.
Yeah. 5, 6 or something.
But yes, wherever I go, I think at Texas I plan to major in communications, but everywhere else I think I did marketing.
That's what I did. I am a class. I did the Cedar Park thing. I'm the class of '83.
Oh, cool. Yeah, my dad also went to
school.
Texas. He
Cool.
majored in filmmaking, though.
All right, let's pass this one down one more and give name, rank, and serial number stuff.
Hi, my name's Romy Magruder, and I'm class of 2027.
2027.
Yes,
Junior.
sir.
So tell us about your history about being a cheerleader.
I started doing cheer in 7th grade, so I also did gymnastics all of my life, and then during 2020, I couldn't be on a team anymore because obviously COVID, and so that's when I started taking tumbling classes, and then 7th grade, I did middle school cheer and all-star cheer, and same with 8th grade, and then now I just do high school cheer.
Amongst all these cheerleaders, who's the best singer?
Yeah, none of us are good singers, but we all like to sing.
There's an honest answer.
That's funny. My grandma used to say, if you can talk, you can sing. If you can walk, you can dance.
I don't know. She's never seen me dance. So, Romy, what course are you taking that you like?
Sorry?
What course are you taking that you like?
Oh, I really like AP Psychology.
Ooh.
It's very interesting. I love it because I can apply it to like other aspects of my life. So like
and other people's too.
Exactly. Yes. I can like analyze people's behaviors better, and it just kind of like helps me be more compassionate, honestly. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that course.
You got thinking of any plans or anything? I know you're not a senior or anything, but sometimes people start making plans.
Yeah, I think I want to do something in business for sure. So probably something on like marketing communication side of it, yes.
What's your favorite aspect of being a cheerleader?
I love game days because just the whole day is built up. Like we do elementary schools in the morning, so so everyone, like usually you go to the elementary school that you went to their elementary school.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it's so cute because I see a lot of like my old teachers there in the morning, and then
What elementary you go to?
Cypress Elementary.
Oh, well, my kids went there too.
And so I see the same like teachers there every morning and the same kids, and you just get to like start your morning off in a game day like spirit, and then you wear your uniform all day. And so it just feels like really built up. And we also do team dinners. So it just the whole day is so fun on game day. And then, of course, the games also super hype, super fun. So, yeah.
So what is the funniest story you could tell about this group of cheerleaders if something has happened? That is fit to transmit.
So this wasn't last year.
This was my first.
Yeah, this was the juniors' freshman year and the seniors' sophomore year. Yes, and we were at nationals, so that's in Florida. So the one Sophia was talking about.
Yeah.
And so for our competitions, we use signs a lot, and so we have a spell out sign that spelled pack. Yes. So every year we have different themes for our routine. So this one we said pack in it, and somebody left the P sign, right, or K sign at the competition. So after we competed day one, and then we left it somewhere in the arena, in the warm-up room. And so then we came back to our hotels. We were trying to practice, and there was no K sign, and it was crazy. Everyone was in such a panic, and our coach had to go back and get it. It was, it's funny now. It was not funny then.
Speaking of signs, let's talk about the run through banners. Who comes up with those? Who builds those?
Yeah, it's a lot of work actually. We usually try to start it at the beginning of the week, and then Wednesday is our day that we really try to all paint it because we have a tumbling class that not everybody's enrolled in.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a team effort for what we actually put on it. So if anyone has a good idea, it doesn't matter if you're a sophomore, junior, like we want as many ideas as we can, and we kind of just like collectively decide which idea. And so recently we've been trying to make them kind of funny, kind of petty towards the other team. So that's why last week we did the Angry Bird reference for Georgetown.
That was good.
So this week's is also kind of funny. I forgot what it is.
Oh, don't tell us that one.
Okay.
Don't tell us that one.
It's a
Yeah.
secret.
We'll put the camera on it.
Yeah.
One of the ones that sticks in my mind is the one where they were playing Leander, right? Is that right? And
which one are you thinking of?
The one they said, no matter what happens, your dad has to report to my dad tomorrow at work.
Oh, that's funny.
It was a while ago, but that one was pretty classic.
Yes.
All right, Romy Magruder. Romy, you got any shout-outs?
I'm going to shout out our mascot because as comp season is approaching, we're actually competing at regionals in about a week and a half. Our routine, we have our mascot in it. So she's anonymous, but shout out.
You're not supposed to say who it is, huh?
No.
Interesting. It's not a cheerleader, though, right? It's somebody else who does that? You don't know?
You'll never know. You'll never know.
Or rather, we don't know if it's
Yeah.
I remember when they first got that, it kind of stopped using it, but it was probably 20 years ago they started having that wolf mascot, and they had a name for it. Tim B. Wolf.
Really?
Tim B. Wolf.
We call her Sheila.
Sheila, so it's a she-wolf.
She's
It's
a Sheila.
a she-wolf.
Yeah.
We can do that. We just call it the she-wolf now.
Protecting the young.
Yes.
All right. Do you have any shout-outs, or did I already ask that?
Sheila was my shout out.
Sheila was the shout-out.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's go ahead and pass the mic down and give your full name and class.
Hi, I'm Jillian Swan. I'm class of 2027.
All right. So why are you doing this?
I'm doing this because I really like to cheer. I started cheer in 8th grade, and so I started kind of late, but I had always done tumbling, and so I'd always known how to flip, and I just wanted to keep flipping.
Are you a flyer too?
I am, yeah. It's really fun.
So what is it? You say you didn't start till 8th grade and you really liked it. What is it that you saw? There's cheerleaders there doing whatever they're doing, and what is it that you saw that made you think, I want to do that? What is it?
Well, I'd always run. I swam. I did volleyball. I did pretty much every sport, but I really just wanted to flip, and my mom said I couldn't do gymnastics anymore, and so I was like, okay, I guess I'll do cheer, and so I just
do more gymnastics.
Yeah. I really just like the flipping part.
Did Mom ever figure out that little cheat you got there?
She has no
you haven't
idea.
figured it out yet because you haven't been injured. That's why. Right?
Yeah.
Knock on wood. Yeah. So Jillian, what class did you say you were?
2027.
27. Okay. So you got a little ways to go too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
What's your favorite class that you're taking?
My favorite class is probably AP Biology.
I'm liking the fact that these kids are all taking AP classes and naming them as favorites. I'm really impressed with that. AP Biology.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your least favorite class?
My least favorite class is probably AP Physics.
Physics, another AP.
That's a tough class.
I liked physics though. That was something that rang my bell.
Yeah.
So tell us a good story from your memories of being a cheerleader.
Oh, that wasn't me, but I'll tell the story.
She'll tell the story.
Freshman year, we all were staying at a hotel in Fort Worth, downtown Fort Worth, and we were at a competition, our UIL state competition, and the freshmen, we kind of didn't get told that we weren't allowed to leave the hotel. It probably should have been something we knew, we obviously should have had common sense and known we probably shouldn't have left a school-sponsored event.
Probably should have.
But we weren't exactly told. And so some of the cheerleaders in our grade went and walked around downtown Fort Worth and went to a movie by themselves. And then me and another cheerleader walked just kind of around downtown Fort Worth and went to a grocery store to get water or something. We went to Starbucks. It was just, we just kind of had fun around the city when we definitely should not have.
People were looking for you?
Yes, we got in some trouble for that one.
They did this because they weren't told not to? Is that the line?
Yes, we just
so if
really had no idea.
I don't tell you, don't swallow razor blades, are you going to go swallow razor blades?
I mean, I don't even know. We were pretty young.
Yeah,
did not have any idea.
Yeah, there's a license to do that when you're, at a certain age.
Yeah. It was a really fun place to have a competition.
In your opinion, who is the best dancer among the cheerleaders?
Oh.
Who's the best dancer?
I'd have to say Rhea.
Rhea, okay.
She's a sophomore on our team. She's really good at all sorts of kind of dances. She just knows how to move her body basically in ways that I definitely could never do.
That look uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. All right, you got any shout-outs?
I would like to shout out our comp coach, Maddox. Today was her birthday, and she came in and still helped us with our routine, which is really admirable. So, yeah, shout out to her.
Cool. Julian Swan. And if you'll pass the mic on, we'll go next. Full name and your class.
Hello, my name is Claire Yarrow, and I'm class of 2026.
So you're a senior?
Yes.
Claire, I apologize to you. You're one of several here that I thought I had the names right. Because one time I stopped. This is early in the season. And I had a bunch of y'all. I don't know if you're in the group or not, but it was almost all cheerleaders down the field. And I said, okay, I'm the guy who reads all the names up there. Am I mispronouncing anybody's name? No. I said, okay, I got it. But I'm finding out now that I've mispronounced a lot of the names.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It happens all the time. It's very,
So say it again. What's it supposed to be?
Yarrow.
Yarrow. I think I've been saying Yarrell.
No, it's totally, it always gets messed up.
Okay.
It's okay.
What kind of name is that? Is it English? What is that?
Czechoslovakian.
Czechoslovakian?
Yes.
Cool. So what is your favorite class?
My favorite class would have to be pre-cal, even though it's kind of difficult sometimes and requires a lot of studying. I love learning math. And
Are you a math head?
Yeah, I want to study architecture, and math is definitely involved a lot. And
we need more math heads.
Yes, I love pre-cal.
So, in your opinion, who amongst the cheerleaders is the best liar?
Liar?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I would have to go.
And you better tell the truth.
Yeah. Oh, I'm telling the truth. I would say it would have to be Bella. What's her last name? Bella Gibson.
Is that Bella 1 or Bella 2?
There's only one Bella. Yeah.
There's only one now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the media crew.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking the wrong crew.
No worries. Bella Gibson. She's a sophomore. She's kind of like the comedian on the team, I would say. She has a lot of energy and definitely will lie a lot.
Well, that was one of the questions. Who's the funniest? So probably she's the best liar and the funniest.
Yeah, she is pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. I think low-key, a lot of our team is pretty funny. We always are. I mean, we're with each other so much. We make each other laugh all the time. But, definitely Bella Gibson or Sarah Gregory always is making the team laugh. So
Claire, what do you think, if you're going to assess it from the outside looking in, what do you think is the biggest strength of this group of girls who are the cheer squad?
Honestly, I would say everyone's leadership goals. Everyone is so driven and willing to help each other out, whether it's stunting, tumbling, even our competition team. Everyone wants to get better, and especially whenever tryouts come around, everyone's helping each other out, and so it's really nice to see everyone working together, and especially because we're cheerleaders, that's one of our main things to do is lift up everyone around us, and so whenever we can use that with each other, it's such a great experience.
You all are very similar to my daughter Allison, who was on the cheer squad, and all of her friends who were cheerleaders that I knew way back when. Mm-hmm. And I asked them this question too. I got some interesting answers, so I'm going to ask you guys. Cheerleaders get a bad rap in movies. And they make movies, and there's a cheer squad or there's a cheerleader, and she's a queen bee, and these three are cliquish, and those four are bitches, and all this sort of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Don't you think cheerleaders get a bad rap? Because every group of cheerleaders I've ever known, we've had other groups of cheerleaders on in the last couple of years, like we've got you on here. It's all been pretty good kids, I thought.
Yeah, I would say we have a lot of not only is our team full of really good athletes, but everyone's also really academically good and all of their goals academically. But yeah, I would say from the outside, cheerleaders can kind of come off as cocky in some movies and stuff like that. But we're definitely, our main goal, like I said, is to have leadership and bringing around the people around us, especially other teams and sports around us. So I would definitely say we're the opposite, and we love bringing up everyone in our school.
Now, do you all get used as cheerleaders in school functions during the school day sometimes to do anything for? Some event or something?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Whenever, a lot of our teams, are sent off to, regionals, state competitions, national competitions, we do send-offs where we kind of, cheer them off to either, their buses or whenever they're about to leave for their competition. So it's kind of just, a good way of just, the school kind of coming together and like giving them like one last like good luck before they leave for their like big event. So
And do you suit up for those sort of things?
yeah, sometimes we always grab our palms and like cheer them on. And yeah, we'll get in like the middle of like the courtyard and cheer them on their walk to the.
Cool.
So.
You got any shout outs, Claire?
I would shout out our comp team because like we're making a lot of changes right now, and we do have regionals in like little less than 2 weeks, and so yeah, but it's really exciting. So.
Cool.
Real quick for you as a senior, what are your plans moving forward?
Well, I just got into one of my top schools, so I'm really excited
Congrats.
that I might, OU.
OU.
So yeah, I'm really excited. And
what are you going to study there?
Is that Oklahoma University
Yes.
or Ohio University?
Oklahoma.
Because I went to OU and I think it's something completely different when you say
Really?
OU.
Oh no, yeah, OU. So Oklahoma University. I plan to study interior design and architecture, and so yeah, I'm really excited. So
Cool. They got a good school there for that?
yeah, they do. So
Good.
yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Do you know other people who are going there? Will you be alone there? Or you have some
Yeah,
people you know?
a former cheerleader. She graduated last year. She was on the cheer team her freshman and sophomore year. She went to OU, and her name is Sophia Ordowitz, and yeah, she loves it there. She shows me all the time, and she knows that I would love it too. So it's good to have someone that went there before and can like kind of guide you. So
Yeah.
yes.
And it's far enough away from mom and dad.
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
grow
Not
into your
too
own
far,
person.
though. It's
Yeah,
not
but
too
not
far,
so
though.
far that
Yeah,
you can't come
yeah.
back and
It's
visit.
good right in the middle. So
Yeah.
yes.
All right, Claire Yarrow.
Yarrow. Yeah.
I know I'm going to still say it wrong. Like Carol.
Like
yeah.
Gerald.
There, like Gerald.
Gerald. That's like a
Gerald
town right
with
up
a
the road.
Y.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll help me. That'll help me.
Yeah.
All right. Pass the mic on. And our last cheerleader guest tonight, your name and class.
Hi, my name is Kristen Villanueva. I'm class of 2026, so I'm a senior.
Senior. So, Kristen, what are your plans for after Cedar Park High School?
I'm still not sure where I want to go. I want to study nursing, though.
Oh.
So I want to be a pediatric nurse.
Oh, good for you.
Yes. I'm not really sure where I want to go yet, though. I think that I just got into Baylor and Texas State, and they have really good nursing programs, and I really like those schools. So those are some of my options right now, but I still don't know like exactly where I want to go.
I have a niece who, when she got out of high school, she was one of many who, I don't know. I'm just going to get a job and make some money. I'm going to get out from mom and dad for a couple of years. I don't know. I know I do. But that was about 6 or 7 years ago, and she's now what you want to be, a pediatric nurse.
Really?
She settled on that, went to school, did well, and she's at a hospital in Abilene as a pediatric
That's
nurse.
cool.
So, and she's working on getting her pilot's license, too, so she's made some strides.
It's very different.
So what is your favorite class you're taking at Cedar Park?
My favorite class is practicum for health science, which is basically where it's one of the career classes that we have where we actually get to go into the hospital and we get to shadow nurses, and like you rotate between who you go. So you go to like a different fields every day, and you're like in the hospital. You're not hands-on because you're just shadowing, but you like get to see everything. You like ask a bunch of questions and you like take notes. And so it's like very hands-on it's a very hands-on learning experience, and it's like for the career path that I want to do. So I really enjoyed it, and it's like helped me see what it's like for like whenever I pursue that.
Now, every organization, a football team, you guys have certain times each day you practice your craft. When do you all practice?
For cheer?
For cheer.
Yeah. Well, we practice every class period.
And when is that?
And then
So the morning, afternoon?
Yeah, it's last
period of the day?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And so it's our last period, and then we'll have after school practices. We don't have like set dates. It's just like depending on what we have that month or that week.
Yeah.
Like
Just call one,
in less than 2 weeks we have regionals. So today we had an after school practice that went like from the period until after school, because we've had to make like a lot of changes. And so we all stayed after school and practice. It just kind of depends on what's going on, and like if we need to fix stuff or if we see that we're struggling somewhere, we work around that and we put more practice time in.
And where do you do that practice? Is that in that dance hall?
Yeah, we share a gym with Dance, the
Okay.
celebrities. And so we both practice in there. They do it first period and we do it fourth period. And whenever we practice, we don't do it on the hardwood floor. We pull out the mats, and that's where we practice.
When will you all start doing basketball games?
Basketball games? January, yeah.
January?
Right now we're doing volleyball.
Okay.
And they're making it pretty far. And then after
y'all going to all their playoff games?
Yes, we're going to all of them except they have a game this Friday, and obviously we'll be cheering at the varsity playoff game. So,
yeah.
Oh, right. Wait, they have it Saturday, and we have a Saturday practice. But our JV team is going to go cheer them on because we can't.
That is cool.
That's cool. That's an aspect I didn't really think of, having to cover so many sports.
Yeah.
You know, you got football, basketball, volleyball, baseball. No, but
that's
like y'all,
weird. That's a sport that doesn't have cheerleaders at all.
Y'all stay busy year round while these other folks are, they just got one season to deal with.
Yeah.
Y'all put in some
there
serious
is some
work.
overlap sometimes, so we have to
split the team in two or something. Maybe send some to some. And how many cheerleaders are there?
There's 32. Is there 30?
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
When I was in high school, I went to what would be called a 6A school with 2,700 kids in it. We only had 8 cheerleaders. This era of
6A.
gigantic cheer squads really only started happening 10 or 12 years ago.
Our cheer squad is pretty big this year.
Yeah, that's a lot of kids. That's good. Give more people the experience, I think. Right?
Yes.
All right, got any shout-outs?
I would shout out our alternates on our comp team because we had some people that can't go to our regional competition or had to get pulled out, and so we had to have our alternates learn all the new parts of the routine.
Oh, yeah.
And this afternoon practice that we had, they were put into the routine and they picked up everything really quickly, and they were really willing to learn, and it was really helpful because we need them.
All right, I'm going to ask you a question, and then we're going to pass the mic back to everybody to get them to answer the same question. What's your favorite sport to work?
I would definitely say football.
Football? All right.
Yes.
Claire, what are you?
Definitely football.
Football. Well, we're in Texas. All right.
Football.
Football.
Nobody's
going to say golf?
Definitely
Haley?
football or volleyball.
Football and volleyball. All right.
I think I'm going to have to say football on this one.
Yeah. But that's just because everybody is. Don't succumb to the peer pressure. If you really like basketball, say it. Is it football?
No, it's still football.
It's still football. Just giving her an opportunity. Yeah, just give her an opportunity. All right. Well, this is Texas. Football is our religion here, especially high school football, right? All right. Okay, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to play some trivia with these girls. So stick around. You're listening to Timberwolf Night in America, live from Taco Palenque in the heart of Cedar Park, right here on the Vype Live Network.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Life moves fast, but the memories are worth keeping forever. Whether it's your high school senior getting ready to graduate or your family gathering together for the holidays, now is the perfect time to capture those moments. Lindsay Bates is one of our talented photographers who volunteers to capture the Cedar Park football team's games each week and has a blast doing it. She brings that same passion and care to every senior and family photo session. With Lindsay Bates, every session is fun, relaxed, and all about you. From stunning senior portraits to timeless family photos, you'll have images that you'll treasure for a lifetime. Book your session today, and let's create memories you'll be proud to share. Hang on your walls and pass down for generations. Text Lindsay at 512-826-5352.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome to Taco Palenque, where the magic happens at this very moment. And especially for you. We know fresh food simply tastes better. That's why we start cooking your meal at the exact moment you place your order. For us, your order is not just another number. It's as unique and special as you are. Enjoy your meal. Taco Palenque, food in real time.
Introducing Kyle Foppe and broker Topher Rogers, your Move Smart Pros real estate team. Kyle and Topher are Cedar Park residents and local real estate experts. Move Smart helps neighbors get the most from the sale of their home through a smooth transition and help home buyers find their next home at the right price. More than just helping you buy or sell, they help you make smart real estate decisions to achieve your short and long-term goals. Look them up online at MoveSmartPros.com.
Metal Shop from the best damn band in the land. Must mean it's the end of halftime, right? Welcome back. Episode 12 of Timberwolf Night in America for 25, live from Taco Palenque here in the 613. I'm Brad Cohn. He's Cecil Kokenauer, Len DeSalvo, our QA here on the Vype Live Network tonight. Now it's time for our guests to play trivia with us, and we've shuffled them around a little bit in the seats, so we've got 3 juniors against 3 seniors. We have Sophia, Claire, and Kristen going against Romy, Haley, and Jillian. And they're going to compete in a game that we call What's in a Name? All right. We last gave this to the quarterbacks a couple of years ago. Names of towns in the South, and specifically in Texas, can be fascinating, and especially when you put the local high school's team name after them, like the Schulenburg Shorthorns or the Dumas Ding Dong Daddies. Now, there are some weird town names in other states, such as Hell, Michigan, otherwise known as Ann Arbor.
Yeah, that's true.
Slap Out, Alabama. Joe, Montana. Lizard Lick, North Carolina. Toad Suck, Arkansas. Buck Snort, Tennessee, to which I've actually been. Yeah, Brad, too. There's Chicken, Alaska. Peculiar, Missouri. Embarrass, Minnesota. Monkey's Eyebrow, Kentucky. And Idiotville, Oregon. Here in Texas, we got town names for just about every occasion. You need to be cheered up, and you don't have cheerleaders who can do it for you? How about happy, pep, smiley, paradise, rainbow, sweet home, loving, comfort, jolly, friendship, harmony, blessing, Texas. You love the sun? There's Sun City, sunrise, sunset, sundown, sunray. You want something to eat? There's bacon, noodle, oatmeal, turkey, trout, catfish, Sugarland, salty rice, and you can wash it all down with Sweetwater, Texas. You need some socks? Go to Argyle. You feel like traveling outside the country? Well, don't bother buying a plane ticket, especially right now. There's Athens, China, Egypt, Ireland, Turkey, India, Babylon, Tokyo, Sweden, Scotland, Cuba, Italy, London, New London, Paris, and even Moscow. No need to travel to Washington, D.C. to see this because there's White House, Texas, hometown of Patrick Mahomes. We even have a city named after our planet, Earth, Texas. For the kids, there's Kermit, Elmo, Nemo, Tarzan, Winnie, Sylvester. Are you exhausted? There's Energy, Texas. Cold? Blanket, Texas. Hot? Winters, Texas. You need office supplies? Staples, Texas. Men are from Mars. Women are from Venus, Texas. Other city names in Texas to make you smile: Frog Knot, Bigfoot, Hog-Eye, Cactus, Best, their arch rival Very Best, Kickapoo, Nickel, Dime Box, Old Dime Box, Telephone, Telegraph, Twitty, and last but certainly not least, the anti-Al Gore city, Kilgore, Texas, 75662. So our game is this. How did the following Texas towns and cities get their names? What is the reason for these names? All right, juniors, you're going to go first. Let me get the scoreboard up here. Yeah, there we are. All right, juniors are going to go first. I'm going to give you one of these and see if you can tell me how it got the name. Austin. Oh, juniors. Juniors.
So, Stephen F. Austin.
Stephen F. Austin is correct. They get a point. And pass the mic out to the seniors there. All right, next question. Houston.
Sam Houston.
Sam Houston. You know, all these kids are in AP classes. Of course, they're going to do pretty well at this. All right, how about Washington on the Brazos for the juniors? What do you think? Washington on the Brazos. You ever been there? My high school class took a field trip there because of all the historic stuff that's there. 5 seconds.
It was because Washington was on the Brazos River.
It is, but it was really named after Washington, D.C. It was intended as the capital of the Republic of Texas. So they built a specific town and named it after Washington, D.C. So no point there. All right. For the seniors, Fort Worth.
What's that statue?
How did Fort Worth get its name?
The statue
Getting a
outside of
car
our state
insurance-
hotel. What's that guy? Is it after a guy?
Kind of.
Who? We forfeit.
They forfeit. Well, it was originally the site of U.S. Army outpost by that name, Fort Worth. That's named after Colonel Benjamin Worth. So no point in the second inning for either side.
Not Mrs. Buttersworth?
Not Mrs. Buttersworth. All right, top of the third inning. The juniors, El Paso.
It's because it's like between the mountains or something, right? It's like you pass through it to get somewhere.
That's close enough. I'm going to give it to
that.
you. Yeah, it's originally, the full name is El Paso del Norte, or the Pass of the North, for the pass that's carved through the Franklin Mountains in this location by the Rio Grande River. So we'll give you that point. All right, next one. For the seniors. Amarillo.
Armadillo.
Amarillo.
Wait, that's what I thought.
Amarillo by morning. Amarillo up in the Panhandle.
Was there a war there? A battle there?
I don't know.
Armadillos? Is there armadillos?
Armadillos? No. One more chance. 5 seconds. Any of you speak Spanish?
Oh, is it yellow?
It is. I guess I gave a hint, but that's all right.
Brad.
That's right.
Significance of the color yellow.
Yeah, the significance of the color. It was named that because of all the natural prairie grass in the area. There's no trees. Just prairie grass was all yellow, so named it yellow. All right, next, back to the juniors. Katy. Town outside of Houston. Katy. You're right. It's definitely named after something. Or Katy. Yeah, maybe it's named after somebody. Katy. K-A-T-Y is how they spell it. No idea? Actually, it is not. A railroad passed through there, the Kansas-Texas line, which was nicknamed the KT. Katy. Yeah, these stories are kind of interesting, but no point for the juniors. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth now. Next at bat for the seniors, Round Rock. I said some of these are easy, some of them are hard. Hand her the mic there.
Isn't there a rock that's like in a river in like Brushy Creek or something?
You're right. It's in Brushy Creek and it's round.
Yeah. You can see it
of
from the street.
imagination there. Yeah. Seniors take the lead 3-2 through 4 innings of play. Top of the fifth now. Back to the juniors. You ready for this one? Corpus Christi. Who speaks Latin? Corpus Christi. Who's Catholic? Yeah, but I mean on your team. Corpus Christi. 5 seconds.
I don't know.
No idea?
Yes.
It's literally Latin for the body of Christ. Catholic missionaries named it. Body of Christ. Okay, so no point
Can I answer?
in that at-bat for the juniors. We go to the
Dang,
bottom
that
of
was
the
like a
fifth.
good one that I actually knew.
Okay, seniors. Midland.
Is it in the middle?
Say it. What's your idea?
Is it in the middle of a land? Like it's like in the
Man, you're close, but you need to be a little more specific.
It's in Texas? Yeah. Yeah, is it like the heart of Texas? Like, or is it like a road you take that like connects like everywhere?
Not really. You're close. I can't round up for you though.
Can we get a 0.5?
Yeah, get a 0.5.
Half.
Yeah, because that could be a tiebreaker. We'll give you a 0.5 for that. But actually, it's because it was midway on the stage route between the major outposts of Fort Worth, before it was a city, it was a town. I mean, a fort, and Fort Bliss, which was in El Paso, is midway between them. Midway between them. Well, that's why I'm giving you 0.5. We'll give them 0.5.
Well, dang it.
All right, top of the 6. Back to the juniors. Johnson City, just west of here. Johnson City. Study Texas history? Yeah, it's U.S. history too. I thought all the people in Texas took 7th history in 7th grade, right? Have what? Doesn't have anything to do with oil. Five seconds. Johnson City. What? What was it?
B. Johnson?
That's close enough. I'm going to give you a 0.5. It's named after his family. It already had that name when he was born and raised and lived his life there. But he had a big, important family in the area, and it was named after his ancestors. We'll give them the 0.5 on that one, too.
Well, give us some 0.5s.
What did he do?
Senator from Texas. He's the one that took the after JFK.
All right. Now you're hacking me off. All right, let's see. Who are we? Okay, we're to the seniors now. We're in the bottom of the 6. Bastrop. How did Bastrop get its name?
Like, because of the fish?
Because of what? Bastrop. This is one of the tougher ones, I have to admit.
So we should just say something.
Even tougher one coming up for you guys.
Like, bass fish? Isn't there a bass fish?
Okay, what you got with Bastrop?
We're going to go with a train.
It's good that you guessed, but it's the wrong guess. Its namesake is a guy named Felipe Enrique Neri Baron de Bastrop, the Baron of Bastrop. He's actually a commoner named Philip Hendrik Neering Bogle, wanted for embezzlement in his native country of the Netherlands, and he was hiding in Texas and became the land grants administrator for the Stephen F. Austin colony. And he got a town named after him. He's a criminal.
I did not know that.
Yeah. You know, Bastrop's, at one point, there were only 3 towns in Texas: San Antonio, Nacogdoches, and then Bastrop was between them on the highway. All right. So no points there for the seniors. We're to the 7th inning, top of the 7th. For the juniors, this is a tough one. Balmorhea.
I've never even heard of that before.
Balmorhea. When I look at that, it looks like Balmorhea, which to me sounds like a lower tract disorder. I don't know. I got a bad case of Balmorhea. Balmorhea is how they say.
It's on the Big Bend area.
Yeah, it's out there near Fort Stockton in the desert. It's got a very famous spring that people swim in. I've swum in it.
Pretty good band, too, by the name of Balmorhea.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Big Ben.
What do you got?
Tasty.
How did Balmorhea get its name? This is a tough one. You have to be a Texas history expert probably to get this one. You give? All right, here it is. Named in honor of the town founders, Balcom, Morrow, and Rhea, taking the first 3 letters from each name. I told you that was a tough one. That's a tough one.
Come on now.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take 4 points from you. Okay, next one back for you guys, Tomball, down near Houston. Tomball.
Never heard of it in my life. I would not tell you. Or something like
Tomball. Tomball.
Actually, y'all, if you've gone any.
Remember, we're in AP classes, though.
if you go to any playoff games, it's down near Waller.
Yeah.
Where we usually play.
Yeah, it's just right up the road from Waller. Yeah. With Tom Ball? Ah. We've played him in baseball.
Is there like a good soccer team there?
They might have one. It's I'll give you a hint. It's very basic. This thing is basic. You'll know what I mean when I give you the answer. It's simple. A simple reason.
Football? Like Tom Ball?
No. Yeah, it's a sport called Tom Ball. Yeah. They throw a male cat around.
That's what I was going to say.
All right, here it is. It's named after a guy named Tom Ball. See, some of these are simple. All right.
So dumb.
No points. No. There's some of these demonstrate no imagination by these people who name these towns. This one's interesting too. Cut and Shoot. All 3 words. That's the name of a town in Texas. Cut and Shoot. Cut and Shoot. I think this is east of us a ways. Like between here and College Station or something like that. Isn't that where it is? Brad's going to find out for you. Cut and Shoot, Texas. How did it get its name?
It's like Oklahoma University.
5 seconds.
After a guy named Cut and Shoot.
That's a good guess. I respect you for that guess. But it's wrong. Named after a small boy's remark during a community confrontation that almost led to violence in 1912. I'm going to cut around the corner and shoot through the bushes. And they all thought that was cute, and they started naming their town Cut and Shoot.
North of the Woodlands.
North of the Woodlands. Okay.
I think it's a rodeo.
Is it really? Yeah. Why not? Like barrel racing and the Cut and Shoot? All right, let's see, the next one for the seniors. The score is 3.5 to 2.5 right now. Seniors up by 1. All you got to do is guess one right, and you can tie them. But it's their turn. Burn it. B-U-R-N-E-T.
I've heard of it. Something burn.
You know, it's spelled like Burnett. Everywhere else, we have another game we play where how do you mispronounce the town names? It's spelled like Burnett. Everybody else in America would look at that word and say Burnett. But here in Texas, we say burn it.
Wild guess, but like a flower?
No. I know the people, when they hear you say it wrong, Burnett, they say, it's burn it, darn it, learn it.
Is it a man?
Yes, it is a man. David G. Burnett, the 2nd president of the Republic of Texas.
Did we get a point?
You got a point.
Oh,
yeah. You're now up by 2, 4.5 to 2.5. There are 2 guesses left. You can still tie them. All right. Oh, this one, you've got to be able to get this one. Okay, here you go, juniors. College Station.
Because of A&M's college town?
You're close enough to get it right. It was A&M was the only thing in the area when a railroad stop was built next to it. The College Station. Yeah. Yeah. See, some of these make sense. Some of them are stupid. They got a point. They're within a point again. Seniors, here it is. Nameless. Nameless.
Nameless road that's like near us. Wait, I don't know why it's nameless. I just I know it. And there's like a nameless hair salon on that road. Like I don't know.
That's Nameless Road that's here in Cedar Park. But we're talking about there's a town in Texas
actually called Nameless.
Called Nameless.
It
is not without a name, but it is nameless.
They couldn't come up with an idea. Is it a guy?
You're actually right. They couldn't come up with an idea.
Actually, they couldn't come up with the name,
so
they
named it Nameless, Texas. So you got a point. That one probably wins it for you, I think. But we'll still do the last inning anyway because it's fun. Well, we'll give you a chance to come within one of them anyway. All right. Here's one maybe you should know. Cedar Park.
Because of the cedar? Yeah, there's a big cedar tree. Cedar tree? In that park by the library.
What library?
The Cedar Park Library.
Where is that?
Cedar tree.
Where's the Cedar Park Library you're talking about?
It's on Bell.
On Discovery?
Darn. If it was in Blockhouse Creek, I'd have given you the point. Cedar Park was named after a park that was built on the railroad line between Austin and Burnett for people to get out and wander among the cedar trees. Cedar Park. We'll get you the .5
they need
cedar
a
aspect
0.5
of it.
on
That's
that,
right. We will do that. So the final score is 5.5 to 4, and that's the game. You guys won. And here's the thing. Every time we split teams up into juniors and seniors, we do this like with the linebackers or whoever too. It's always the seniors who win. Is that extra year of schooling? Is that enough to
I guess it's
push
just
you
our
over the
extra
top?
year on this earth.
Well, I guess that's what it is. I don't know.
We have educated guesses.
Yeah, more education in the educated.
I have a
guesses.
question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Do the football players actually know the answers, or are they like us where we're like guessing?
Sometimes
Really?
they know them and they do really well.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna tell you guys this. When you come back next year, well, that won't be you. When you come back next year, we're going to play a game called Academic Exercise, where I found on a National Education Agency website this list of several facts that the Federal Education Agency, has said that if you're a senior in high school in America, you should know these things. And we give that once a year to some position we pick out. It's bad. I mean, mostly they get, it's good if they get half of them. So there's your challenge, is to get more than half of them. We'll give that one to you next year. All right, now preview of Friday night's by-district playoff game at the Gup against the Tyler Lions. Tyler High School, there's a little history here. Tyler High School in Tyler, Texas was a rarity. A small-town high school not named after its own town. Hey, we're talking about town names just a few moments ago. Even though it seemed to be. You know, Austin High is the same way. It's not named after the city of Austin, but after Stephen F. Austin. Excuse me. Tyler High School was named for John Tyler, a native Virginian who was the 10th president of the United States. In keeping with tradition, when referred to by others in the state, just like you'd say Austin Bowie or San Antonio Brennan, people said Tyler, John Tyler. Then the 21st century came along, and Tyler ISD went over the edge and decided that since John Tyler, post-presidency, supported the Confederacy, they'd rename the school after the town itself instead of him. So they changed the name of Tyler High School to Tyler High School. But somehow some itches got scratched. They don't want you to use Tyler, John Tyler to refer to them anymore. The overall idiocy of this ploy is that the city itself is named after John Tyler, so the school still is too in all reality. Anyway, the Lions football program has won 3 state championships, one more than we have. 1930, 73, and 94, all a long time ago. I actually remember the one in 73, my freshman year of high school. Austin's own 3-time state champions from 67, 68, and 70 were the Reagan Raiders, and they were in the state title game in 73, played in the Astrodome against the Tyler Lions, who really only had one guy doing all the work. He was the middle linebacker who far and away led the team in tackles. He was also far and away the best running back in America. Every college program in the United States wanted this guy. His name was Earl Campbell. Unfortunately for the Reagan Raiders, Tyler having Earl Campbell on their side, even if he was their only weapon, meant Reagan was outgunned and outmanned and outnumbered. Campbell scored every point, 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion, and made 32 tackles in a 20-7 win for the Lions. Of course, he went on to Texas and ran over everyone and everything like he was a dump truck, and everyone trying to tackle him was a flamingo. He won the Heisman Trophy and is now in the NFL Hall of Fame. Who knows where any of those Reagan Raiders are. Then in 94, listen to this. At Texas Stadium in Dallas, state championship game against Plano East, that Lions team led 42-17 with 2:42 left in the game. It was over, except that it wasn't. In either the greatest collapse in football history or the greatest comeback, depending on who you're pulling for, Plano East scored and onside kicked and covered it. Again and again and yet again, taking the lead 44-41 with a few seconds left. This final time, they kicked deep, and Tyler ran it all the way back as the clock zeroed out for a game-winning touchdown anyway. So, yeah, I guess it was over. Sports Illustrated and ESPN declared it the greatest high school football game ever played. But that was then. This is now. This 2025 version of the Tyler Lions enters the playoffs with a 4-6 record, finishing 3-3 in district, winning a tiebreaker to just nudge into the postseason as District 7-5A's 4 seed. Their only quality win was an upset of Red Oak on the final night of the regular season to create a 3-way tie that sent Red Oak out of the playoffs and pushed Burleson Centennial, the team Cedar Park was more or less expecting to play, up to the 3 seed. Tyler opened with losses to Marshall, 43-42. Arch rival Tyler Legacy, 48-21. Joe Willis coached there for a few years. Then they beat 1-9 Segoville 63-0. They opened district play by getting beat by Carl Absek's Lufkin Panthers 28-21. Then they somehow scored 66 points on a top 10 team, an eventual 7-5A champion Highland Park, but they let the Scotties score 70 and lost anyway. At this point, excuse me, the Lions were 1-4 overall and 0-2 in district. Then they won 2 games in a row, the only time they did that all season. They beat Joshua 17-16. Cleburne 66-30. Then came 2 more losses to Centennial 42-25 and Midlothian, who'd finish as the 2 seed 49-43. Then came that season-ending upset of Red Oak. They are 4-0 against teams with a losing record, and it's 0-6 against the teams they've played with a winning record. They are streaky. They're a hot and cold team, one that can score a lot of points on a good team, like 66 on Highland Park, 43 on Midlothian, and score very little against some bad teams, like 17 on 1-9 Joshua, 21 on 2-8 Legacy. Their quarterback, number 3, C.J. Granberry, has numbers that in every category are as good or better than David Cooper's. They have one good receiver in junior, number 4, Trey Harrelson, with 800 yards and 10 touchdowns. They don't have much of a running attack. Trey Hill has run for more yards this season than the entire Tyler team. And their defense gave up 42, 43, 48, 49, and 70 points, an average of 50.4 to the best 5 teams they've played, only one of which looks as good as Cedar Park does. All 5 of those games were losses, of course. So there's no way to know which Tyler Lions team we're going to see Friday night. What we have to make sure of is that they face the kind of Cedar Park team we've been seeing these last 4 weeks, or the last 8 weeks if you blow away the fourth quarter against Eastview. As usual, keep the turnovers down, make the tackles, and run the ball. And the Timberwolves should live to play a round 2 game. Oh, and how about no touchdown kickoff returns?
And that is the matter to which I refer.
That's got to get fixed.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it should turn out to be a good game on Friday. I just see Cedar Park on such a rise right now, and they just seem to be getting better. So it's going to be. I think they're going to be a tough challenge for this squad. I mean, all day I'm choosing Cedar Park on this.
Yeah.
Just based on these numbers here. I mean, our defense is quite stout. It's we
have to make a long list of mistakes, I think, to lose this game, but that's possible.
It is possible. Anything's possible. I mean, that's why we play the game, right? But I have not seen this squad play yet, but I have seen Cedar Park, and
I believe in them.
Just hands down, they look better and going to win this game.
We're talking a bunch of 17-year-olds, 16. Anybody 18 yet? So you're the same age group as the guys on the team, the juniors and seniors on the team, and you know that a weakness that you'd probably admit to is sometimes when things look like they're going to be good, maybe you don't put in the right amount of work to get that thing right or the right out. That's the thing, I think. Do you all agree that the football team has to fight here too, right?
Yeah, for sure. You can't get complacent. It's really never good enough. There's always something to improve on, and just when you start thinking that you're untouchable,
you're touchable.
You're touchable.
Yeah. All right. Any final words, Cecil, before we get out?
No, man. I look forward to listening to y'all play the call the game when I'm down in San Antonio. Man, I wish y'all the best. It's gonna be great, and I look forward to coming back for round 2.
Now, you guys are kind of in the performance entertainment industry, and so a lot of times in that place they wish you a good performance. They say break a leg, but that doesn't seem right because you're jumping around and throwing people. So I'm not going to say that, but we hope you have a good performance too. Do y'all have any last remarks anybody wants to make? We can pass the mic around if you got something else you want to say. Anybody got any closing remarks?
Oh, thank y'all for having us.
Well, thanks for coming.
Yes,
thank you
for having us.
Been great guests. We'll have you all back next. We'll have you all back. You guys are going on to your life. All right. So we'll see you all at the GUP Friday night for the 7 p.m. kick. Josh will have play-by-play. Cecil can't do technical production commentary. We're going to have a substitute for Cecil, as if there could be one. I'll be over from my stadium voice job at the half and games in for stats and stuff. Once again, here are our Booster Club sponsors: Taco Palenque, Moose Smart Pros, Raising Cane's, Army App Moving, UPAC, We Plan, Leander Veterinary Clinic, Natalie's Donuts, Clint Horman's All City Real Estate. Smooth Operator RN, Strive Health Services, Tex US Realty, Bush's Chicken, Dr. Moon, the ChiroFit Wellness Center, CPYFA, CTX Sports, Glow Gal Salon, Sensi Independent Consultant, Lindsay Bates. Thank you very much. That's it for our 12th episode of Timberwolf Night in America for 25. Our thanks to our very special guests tonight, the cheer captains. Tune in next week when Josh and Cecil and I will host the women's basketball team and their new head coach, J.C. Morton. For our QA, Len DeSalvo, and for my crewmates, Josh in absentia, Cecil Kokenar, this is Brad Cohn. Signing off, you've been listening to Timberwolf Night in America on the Vype Network.